nikwambia every morning Merry Christmas, my bad, my bad. Merry Christmas to you. Wishing you a blessed Christmas and a happy, blessed, prosperous 2024. Welcome if you're joining us for the very first time. This is Nuru ya Asubuhi, a morning talk show that comes to every single Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. We bring you Money and Business Monday. We bring you Lifestyle Tuesday. We bring you Wellness Wednesday. We bring you A Day Like Today, Family and Health Thursday. And a day like tomorrow, we'll have Fun Friday with your fans. And tomorrow, my people, you need to stick around. Christmas carols all the way. And so stay tuned for an amazing session. And so today being Family and Health Thursday, I know you've, to parents, you've been having your children for the last how many months? 2 months now, right? And maybe some of you might say, bana watoto warudi shule. Others are like, oh, I love this with my children, you know. Kuna kwa na hizo moments, definitely. There are those you don't want them to be around at home. And there are times you're like, I'm just enjoying every single moment. And so today in studio, we have a teacher with us. We want to hear this perspective, because sometimes parents, you're always blaming the teachers, and we're always appreciating the teachers. It can be both ways, where you feel mtoto wako amekuwa na mwalimu ni kama their second parent, because for like a whole 3 months wako purely na walimu, and then they come back home, and so there's an expectation that they have to you as a parent that you continue whatever they've been building in that child. And so there is always some friction between parents and teachers in most of the cases, because ni kama wazazi ni kama hawaget chenye walimu wanataka, na walimu ni kama hawaget chenye wazazi wanataka, inakuwa in between. And so today tutaweza kusaidiwa by one of the teachers who is from Kilifi. You know, tutataka kujua zaidi kuhusu hivyo. And so he is Brian Karagacha, also known as Sendeu as well. And so he is a teacher. He started teaching while in campus. Na saizi he continues to teach. He's a continuing teacher. And also he's at fellowships with Trinity Chapel in Kilifi. And he's also a sound technician as well. And so welcome. I hope you're ready for the conversation. Please stay tuned. If you have any questions, I told the teachers, come up, there's something you want to tell the parents, please, you can reach out to us on our Facebook page or YouTube page. We are coming to you live. A very good morning to you, Brian.
Morning to you, Emily.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas too.
You're good?
I'm good.
How is Kilifi?
Kilifi, it's very hot.
It's very hot.
It's very hot.
But even wherever we are right now, I think we are getting the same. Mama, it's hotter than here. Because you've been here for some time now.
I've been here for around 4 or 5 days. 4 days actually. And this place is very cold actually.
It's cold?
It's very cold.
Okay.
Mostly in the evenings and early in the mornings.
Yeah. But during the day, is it the same weather as there?
It's, no, it's not the same. The other side is very hot.
Kwa hivyo mimi nikienda huko nita sweat times 10.
Not, you'll have to have a face towel, not a handkerchief.
Oh my
As you walk around the streets.
Yeah. Awesome. But thank you for making time to be with us here.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, and I know your input is going to help our people who are watching at home. So the topic of discussion is the expectation of teachers to parents during this festive season. But even before we go to the expectation, as a teacher, what is your role to the children?
Okay, before we get to that point of us as teachers and students, so most of the time you find during the school holidays, most of the students are much happy, they have an excitement of going back home.
Yeah.
And as they go back home, there are a lot of things that they'll be engaged in. For example, you find that they get, if you don't engage your kid back at home, they'll be in a position to engage themselves in drug abuse,
and those things.
A lot of issues that will be happening. And that is the reason as to why you find whenever we are opening schools in January, most of our students are dropouts, and most of them are drug addicts. So it is just something that parents are supposed to engage their kids before we get to that place. So as over this holiday, I think most of the parents are supposed to engage their kids in different ways.
Now coming to your role as a teacher, what mzazi anapoleta mtoto wake shuleni kuna expectation akonayo that my child needs to do this, learn this, and do that and that and that. So basically, as a teacher, every time you're having students or pupils in school, what is your role so that parents can understand better?
Okay, so a teacher has got a very important role in the upbringing of the child.
Okay.
In fact, teachers usually have a lot of time with the kids from their parents. Actually, the parents have little time with them. So actually, the teacher is the one who shapes the student.
Shaping the
shaping the students.
Okay.
This whereby you find that a student has got a problem and he comes because I'm the second parent in school. And at that point you find out that how the student when you behave and everything, I'll be knowing much better of. So the other thing is academic development. So a teacher will help the student in developing in academics. So in homeworks and everything, so the teacher will make sure that mtoto ameshika kitu fulani, he's good in this. So that is some of basically the roles and personal growth and character formation. Okay. So a teacher, as we've said, that a teacher usually has a lot of time with the student. Then it means that most of the time he will be knowing this character of a student and he'll be able to shape it. So you'll find that this student is naughty and you'll find a way of making sure that he doesn't get to that. This student is lazy. You'll come to a point and you say, but this student needs to be worked on this way. So most parents don't take that, but it's actually good.
Okay. And so there is what parents can help, because if your role is to make sure academically that child is well, also shaping, you've also said of shaping, there is also character development and also making sure that mtoto, their personal growth is also catered for. All that 24/7, right, as a teacher. But now there's what the parent can do to help.
So a parent,
teachers.
Oh yeah, thank you. So a parent, they have a major role in making sure that the teacher has got a smooth running, a smooth day with the kid.
Okay.
Yeah, number one, take off of the day as the child gets from home to school, the first early in the morning. There are some parents as they wake up their kids early in the morning, they are busy shouting at them, wewe kwanza ni mujinga, wewe hawezi, wacha mambo mingi. So at that point, so the kid is demoralized. And then when they go back to school, you find out that at this point, the students are having a lot of trouble with the teachers because at home their parents have not given them a good take off.
That's
because as you get from home to school and your parents are told you, you can do it, you are good, hey, wow,
mtoto atenda
amechangamuka, because he knows that the parents love him. So hey, na umeka smart, wow, where's your lunch box, let me put utakula nini leo lunch, you see. So what snack do you want to carry? So the kid akienda shule itakuwa very easy for the teacher to deal with the student, because the student from back at home, he is safe and he knows that he is loved by the parents. And that is number one. Number two, you give them affirmative words. Affirmative words. Wow, my son, my daughter, how are you? Good, you are smart. So those affirmative words, they gave them confidence. So as they come to school, ato wewe ukimwambia wewe hauko smart, atakwambia mama ameniambia niko smart.
By the way.
So he doesn't take the student will not take any other word from any other student who tells him or her that you're not smart, yet the mom confirms that you're smart.
So it can really affect a child. Have you seen instances where the child is affected? Unapata mtoto maybe alitoka home, ameambiwa wewe kichwa yako hata ushiki, niliuza ng'ombe, nini, all those things. All those things. So as a teacher, you've experienced such differences. What does it do to a child?
Actually, it demoralizes the child. The child feels is not safe, and actually he will not be that much atafanya kazi venye inafaa, because he will come to class and then those words will be ringing in. So the Bible says that the tongue is a small but it spits fire. So zile vitu zenye utaambia mtoto zitakuwa zinamrudia kila mara kwa mara, and they'll be like, by the way, it's true. Hata akifika shule na mwalimu amwambie wewe ni mjinga, by the way wewe ushiki hesabu na mamake alimwambia kwa nyumba. So you mean itakuwa it's something yenye but akia wewe ushiki hesabu hapana, and then akumbuke mama alimwambia ukifanya bidii kwa maths na venye wewe unashika hesabu ukifika shule, if you do this and this I'll get you a present. So unaona ule mtoto anakuwa so as he gets to school unapata that the teachers have got humble time in dealing with them.
Okay. So number 2, affirmative words. We have more?
Prepare a happy landing at the end of the day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So as your kid comes, or mostly maybe you've been to work all day and then amefika jioni. So the first thing is you hug the kid. How was your day? Give him time or her time to tell you how his day was. But don't come in the house and you're like, mimi nimetoka job, I've been busy. I need to sleep, I need to rest. So at that point the kid ataanza kuona shule haina maana. Why am I supposed to go? Because so my mom ananipeleka huko ni kama ni ananifunga. It's kind of
kama amechoka na mimi so enda tu shule.
Enda shule. So nikirudi jioni it's like no. So that is some of the things. So and the other thing is parents are supposed to help their child in doing their homeworks but not doing for them.
Okay. I think there's always an issue with that. Please tell us more.
So parents are supposed to help in doing their homework but not doing for them.
Okay.
So that is a very big problem. Because a child atakuja because you are tired and you need to rest and you'll get to that point whereby you tell the child umepewa maths later, and then you do it and then you give it to him. You are not helping the child.
Okay.
You are not helping the child. But if you tell him teacher alikwambia hapa ni vipi 4 plus 4 ni ngapi 8, so that is helping him, not doing for him. Okay, so let's read this sentence. Hapa na hapa inasema nini? So teacher alikwambia jibu ni gani? So that is helping, not doing for him. So boys, if you do for them you are not helping the teacher. Because at the end of the day if you do for them the teacher atajua this student knows whatever he's doing.
Because they will assume, because if everything is
right,
then atajua mtoto ako sawa, kumbe ni
mzazi amefanya. There are some incidences in school you find that nani alifanya homework yako ni auntie. Ni auntie. So vitu kama hizo.
And also I believe that if a parent, because let's be honest, the parents who maybe some time could be tricky for them. We are looking at we have different parents who are stay home parents, so it's easy maybe for them to get to mtoto akikuja maybe hata ako home na nini, but the parents who, to be honest, work schedule it's tight. Wewe mzazi maybe ni hoka, let's just use it. Amezunguka tauni yote. By the time anafika tu anataka tu kufika tu apumzike. Na ndio hiyo instant ndio hiyo mtoto anataka homework ifanywe, bado ni yeye ampikie, amfanyie nini. In such incidences, what is your advice?
I think parents should, because it's your child. Actually it's your child. So if you want the child to learn to have a better future, you are supposed to make sure that you engage yourself with the child. Because if you don't engage yourself with the child, then it means that there's nothing will happen to that kid. There's no impact, because atajua mama ananichukia, mimi ananipeleka shule, akikuja jioni nikijaribu kumwambia mam tumetumwa kitabu, wewe nenda kutoka hapa unanisumbua, I'm very tired. So at that point the child will get demoralized. Atakuwa anasema is there necessary for is it a necessity for me to be in school? So why should I work hard? Because if you don't follow up with the child, then it means nothing will happen. So the child will be like so kama mama nikikuja jioni nikimwambia nimetoka shule, ananiambia mimi stories za shule sitaki kusikia, si nimelipa school fees. So you think paying the school fees for the kid is just enough for them to be able to learn, but that is not it.
That's not it.
The thing is you are supposed to engage yourself in them, with them in each and everything that they are doing. In academics, in their homework, make sure you ask them mwalimu fulani anapeleka aje, mwalimu wa math. So if you ask them but sile mwalimu wa math hapa ni wapi? TikTok. So basically those are some of the things that you are supposed to underline take into consideration as a parent as you are dealing with their kid. And this because we are focusing sana. After the break we'll come back and talk more about that when they're in this season, festive season. But for now our focus is in school. How can a teacher how can a parent help a teacher in school? Now there's this issue of indiscipline. I know you faced that so many times. Unapata wewe kama mwalimu umepata mtoto ana misbehave ama kuna kitu anafanya. Then you reach out to
our parents, and there's different types of parents that you get to have. Mtoto wangu ni kababa, hawezi fanya kitu kayo. Oh, you know, in such, what is your expectation whenever you are reporting a matter, an indisciplined matter to the parents? What is your expectation as a teacher to that parent?
What? That is very challenging, actually. It's, I can just attest to this, that most of the teachers usually get into that trouble. I'm a problem at most of the times. It depends. There are parents who are very understanding when you tell them. Others are like, unika baba. But so you find a way of talking to them. There's a friend of mine, there's something he usually tells me. Usitenge palikuliko na shida, usiongeze shida, jaribu kutafuta suluhu. So if you find that this parent akona issues about the child, there's a way you're supposed to approach him. So umwambia ati mtoto wako ni mbaya, amefanya kitu fulani. So you mama nani, baba nani, how have you been? It's been a while, we've not talked. By the yesterday, this and this happened. But I was just informing you to know how to help the kid. But if you try to tell them mtoto wako ni mbaya, hakuna mzazi atakubali mtoto wake ni mbaya. So hata kama mzazi atajua that my kid is not good, hakuna venye ataenda kusema ati ni mbaya. So basically, you know, you get to understand on how to deal with the parents, different parents, because you are professionally a teacher, and you can handle, because even in class there are different cases. There are people who are hypers, there are people who are introverts, there are extroverts, there are ambiverts. So you are supposed to understand on how to deal with them, because there's a student who may ask him a question in class, and he will not raise his hand, and he knows the answer. And there are those students that you will ask them a question, and they raise up their hand. They know the answer, they don't know, they'll just raise up their hand. And immediately the bell goes, he's out. In fact, he jumps before the teacher. So if you understand different students in class, you will understand on how to deal with the parent, because the students is the kid is just a picture of the parent. So because ule student mwenye ni hyper, hata obviously si ati anafanyaga akiwa shule peke yake, hata home that is how it is. So hata ukiambia Jaden mkataze aache kurukaruka kwa classes, so hata kwa nyumba anarukaga sana. So you see, so as you get to understand that, you'll be able to help that child.
I think this is very informative, because there's so many parents who are struggling, you know, wako like, sasa utichana niambia, sasa mimi nitamfanyia nini, na nitasaidia juu mtoto wangu nini na nini, all those things. But when you get to hear from a perspective of a teacher who has been with these students who are teaching your children every single day, it will be easier for you to get to know more. And on that, before we take a break, I'm here to remind you we are having a prophetic crossover festival that will be happening right here. Venue iko wapi? Mizpah House of Prayer. So tunakaribisha from wherever you are. Kilifi, watu wa Kilifi mko represented hapa siku ya leo, watu wa Mombasa, watu kote Lamu, all those places. Please come, let's get to wrap up the year in style with a prophetic crossover festival. Tunakaribisha sana. The host is Apostle JC Karanja, together with our lovely mom, that is Reverend Dr. Margaret Karanja, and they will not be doing this alone. We'll be having guest ministers who will be leading us and helping us in this season of crossing over. We'll have Apostle Dr. Moses Karaoke together with Pastor Irene Karaoke. Also, we're going to have the man and the woman of God, that is Bishop Dr. Nancy, together with Reverend Emmanuel Kenothia. And so nakaribisha sana, be part of this. Come and be a blessing, be blessed as well, and also come with crossover in style. For bookings, you want to book from, because it will be from the 28th to the 31st of December 2023. If you want to book in advance, call the number 0727 766 553, 0727 766 553. Tunasema pamoja, karibu to the prophetic crossover festival, and also Kesha. We take a break, we'll be back. We have still Brian, the teacher, in studio with us for more learning.